Hello, fellow teachers and directors. Before arriving to this point in your day, I'm sure you've used technology at least once. We use technology in our lives every single day in many different ways. As educators, we use technology to make learning engaging, to connect with students of all learning styles, create new learning experiences, and to make our lives a little bit easier. Now, to get to the point of why we're here today, I want to introduce you to Glogster. I'm so excited to share this with you. It's an emerging technology that can be used in our classrooms. So, what is it and what is the purpose? When we were younger, we used that white poster board. We got markers, crayons, colored pencils, glue, maybe glitter if you're feeling risky. And we printed pictures off the internet to make our posters, and we glued it on there and presented it to our class. So with that image, a glog is a multimedia, interactive poster. Glogs are created to tell a story, present a presentation, educate, and share experiences. So that poster is online, it's interactive. You can add videos, links, text, images, and audio to this online poster. It puts all the content you want to present in one location. Unlike PowerPoints where you have to go through the slides, it's all right in front of the student. Students can easily navigate the glogs themselves, or you can present the topic. Everything's right there. It's so convenient. So here's an example of a very simple glog on volcanoes that a teacher created. It's easy to read. You can see that you can click the play button to begin the videos. There are many templates to use on Glogster, and you can also use a blank canvas, so you can be creative and make a glog your own. For this example, I really liked how the teacher also incorporated the screencast, so all the videos on this glog are ones that she created, which I thought was really cool that she meshed the two technologies. And that's a really great thing with Glogster because it allows you to use other technology within the glog. I'll be showing another example of one that I created at the end. So I thought these pictures were very powerful. This is the vision of technology in my classroom. I want to see my students being able to work together and by themselves with technology. I want to use technology to differentiate instruction and my activities. By incorporating Glogster in my classroom, I could cut down on instruction time and create a glog to do that for me. It would essentially be an in-class flip model that would free up time for me to meet with individual students. So the in-class flip model is essentially the flip model where the flipped classroom where you send instruction videos home with the students and they would do that for their homework, and in class you would work closely with the students. The in-class flip model is when a student is watching instruction videos in the classroom. So in my classroom, I would use Glogster in station teaching, and I could use that to be the main content area that's being taught. So it would allow me more time to work individually with students, which, there's never enough time. So that would be great to have that extra time to work with my students where I would not have to lecture them on something. They could just explore it themselves, and then we could apply the content together. Glogster is for students of every level. Younger students are able to learn from glogs and interact with them independently. Older students can create their own glogs as well as interact and learn from them. Teachers can present the glog or students can use them by themselves. Since this technology is used in the classroom, all students will have access to it. I really like that. The students will be able to use the technology that we have in our classroom because we do all have iPads, and the students will be able to use that to access the glogs. Teachers will have accounts, so they can also log into their accounts during their planning time or at home if they want to. Another thing about the accessibility is having all the links that you want students to use on the actual glog. So for example, your class is learning how to do research and you don't want them to get false information. So you find some quality links about the topic and you add them to the blog so the students can look at specifically the information from those links to conduct their research. I really like that, about the blog. So in my classroom, I will use it to meet standards, promote specific learning goals, and differentiate instruction. I will do this by having students explore new topics. So if I'm introducing new content area in the curriculum, I can make a blog for that so students can explore it and learn for themselves. I can also do it to answer questions that students have. So many times I'm reading a story and there's a new animal that my students don't know about. So I know this year we had a question about a red panda. So this would allow me time to teach the students about red pandas without using classroom instruction time. I could just create a blog on a red panda and tell the students that it's posted, and during their free choice time, they could go and learn more about the red panda, whereas I'm not taking up class time and teaching everyone about red pandas because there's so many animals and they're interested in all of them. So that way I could answer the question without losing time. I can teach new concepts using Glogster in an engaging way. Students can work with Glogster by themselves or together. We can do it as a group, as a large group as well. And the topic will be presented in an organized way. I really love all the Glogster templates that people have shared. They're split up by different subjects and grade levels, so you can find pretty much a template for whatever you want to create it on. One example of this is in the history section. There's templates with timelines, which I think is very organized and is a great visual too for the students to see the time progressing. But yeah, in your classroom you can make Glogster work however you need it to work for your students. So to use Glogster, you need an iPad, computer, or laptop. That's where you'll create the glogs, or your students will, and they can explore them too. You can also use a smartboard or projector if you want to use your glog to present during whole group. Glogster has a great support team. If you need technical support, you can go to their website and there are so many questions that are already answered in a really easy format for you to search and explore those. Many teachers already asked questions that I'm sure you probably would have the same, so they're already there. They also have how-to videos right on the website that walks you through creating blogs and troubleshooting, just step by step, very easy, very simple to use. I personally like using those videos so I can pause them and do what I need to do on my computer and then go back and do the next step. If these don't solve your question, you can also put in a support ticket if your Glogster account isn't working, and they will get back to you really quickly. So the cost of Glogster. If you're purchasing Glogster for the whole district, you will have to figure out the rate with a multi-license. That would be the most affordable option if these other plans don't work for you. In an elementary class, it's $39 per year, and that's one educator account and 30 students. Secondary class is $95 per year, one educator, and 125 student accounts. $390 per year for 10 educators and 250 student accounts. $5 per month for one educator and 40 students. I personally got the personal account, which is the $29.90 one-time purchase. My students are so young, they're not creating their own blogs, they're not going onto Glogster themselves. Every blog that I'm sharing with them will be inside the classroom, so they'll just be seeing what I show them with the Glogster. So that is the perfect plan for me. When researching emerging technologies, I found there are so many technologies to use in the classroom, and since there's so many programs to use, it's important to pick technology that will fit the needs of your students. I came across some technologies that are great for presenting information and will aid teachers, but I wanted a program that my students could really interact with themselves, so that's why Glogster was perfect for me. Also, I really like that Glogster is available for students of all ages and levels. Some students that are younger can just look and interact with the material, where older students can use it as an assignment and create a glog on what they have learned or researched, which is really cool. Glogster allows you to embed videos, so I won't have to leave the poster. So many times when I make a PowerPoint and present to my class, I'll add a YouTube video on there. So I'm going through my presentation and I click on the YouTube video, pulls up YouTube, and an ad pops up. So many times I had to quick close my computer or unplug the projector so students wouldn't see it. Just because some of those ads, even though they're educational videos, they are not appropriate for students to see, and you don't know what video you're going to get at all times. So Glogster, when you add videos to a glog, you don't have to worry about the ad popping up. It goes, you're downloading the video right to the glog. You click play, it starts from the beginning of the video. No worry about ads, pop-ups, anything like that, which is really great. Glogs can be shared on the website and collaborative spaces. So on Glogster website, there is Glogpedia, where teachers and students can share the glogs that they created. They're organized into different subject areas and grade levels. So it's a useful tool. And you know we love to collaborate and share ideas. So I think that was really great that they have that feature available to you. You might be able to find something that you're teaching on and you won't have to start from scratch. You could just edit the glog that's already created. So how to get started with Glogster. First step is to make an account. When you make an account, you will have to enter your payment information, so you will have to figure out what price plan works for you the best. I created a YouTube video to walk you through how to create an account and get started. I also created a how-to video of how to create a glog, including adding images, videos, and text. So I will be sending those links to you to check out and explore those options. Alright, before I finish, I want to show you a glog that I created. This is the glog that I shared in the how-to video, so it will look familiar. I didn't complete this one, but I just wanted to show you a little bit of how to use Glogster and what it looks like when it's finished. So this is a template that I actually used from the Glogster website that someone else created, but it would be a perfect glog for my classroom. We learned about farm animals, and this glog would be interactive for students to use on their own, maybe during station learning. So it has the title Farm Animals up here. I added some images and their names, and there's the video that I selected for the students to watch. I could even add more videos, and I can change those images boxes to text boxes, or I could just delete them altogether, whatever I want to do with them, or add more farm animals. So yeah, once you created it, you can publish it, and you can share the link. But my students, I could have them do different activities with this glog as well, since it's so simple. I could have them draw the farm animals that they see. I could have them write the names of the farm animals, or do another project or assignment with it. So there's so many uses for each glog that you create. So it's a really great program, and I have been really happy with Glogster, and I'm so excited that you guys have learned a little bit more about it and that you're considering using it for our school and for our students. Thank you.